It's this one. Yo, guys, what's going on? F28, what we saying? Dylan, what we saying, man? Mr. Boss 510, thank you so much for the follow. What we saying? Joe, what we saying, man? Welcome to the podcast, boys. We're with ADWFIFA, man. If you want to introduce yourself, bro, feel free to do it, man.
So, I'm ADWFIFA. Some of you guys in the chat might already know who I am, but I'm a FIFA streamer mainly. I do YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, more social medias, and yeah, I'm going to be here with Jebbo, just talking, answering questions. So I look forward to it, man. I do.
Before we get into this as well, it will be uploaded to YouTube and as well as on Twitch. Kai, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream, brother. So if you do want to go check out my YouTube, it's obviously on the screen. Jebbo37, Twitch is Jebbo37, everything else is Jebbo37. It's a bit, yeah, it is what it is on that front. But yeah, so as the podcast is about getting to know the content creator / streamer, what made you start content creating, and how long have you been doing it for?
I've been content creating on YouTube for around 2 or 3 years, like properly for around 2 or 3 years, but it's just something that I never really took seriously. Like YouTube's something that I've always wanted to do, but I've never been able to take it like fully seriously. And
Yeah.
I always used to upload like non-consistent, like once every month, and it just wasn't something that really interested me. But then during lockdown with coronavirus, I just thought, do you know what? I've got really nothing to do, and I don't really want to be. I wanted to be productive. I wanted something to be able to do. So I just thought, you know what? Let's start streaming. And I had a really poor computer. I didn't have a microphone. I had a microphone built into my PC, which was just dreadful.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know what? Let's try it. And then 8 months later, I've been streaming for 8 months now. I started on the 12th of April. It just started into something crazy that I don't know. It kind of kickstarted. It kickstarted mainly from a Road to Shore raid that I got. He tweeted my stream out, and
Jeez.
it just kind of started from there. Really, a lot of people came back from that because there was about 1,000 people in the stream, and that was like 2 weeks after I started. So that was quite nerve wracking. But then a lot of people came back from that, and that kind of helped me to just build my community really.
Yeah. See, that was going to be the second question. I was going to say, which content creators influence you the most? Well, like when it comes
I think
to
probably
yourself
the
as a
main.
streamer.
I'd say the main content creator that I watched a lot, because there wasn't really one that inspired me the most to start streaming. But Nick28T, I've watched him for years.
Yeah.
And with his League SBC grinding, he's just the way he like approaches the game. It's just something that I've always inspired to do myself, because I started streaming with like a League SBC spreadsheet. That was like my unique thing that I decided to like bring to the table.
Is that with like the bronze pack method and stuff?
Yeah, the bronze pack method, because it's always something that I've done away from streaming. I just thought, you know what, let's just start streaming it.
Yeah.
And people just enjoyed it. I never thought people would want to just watch me in there opening bronze packs, but it's something that so many people like wanted to watch and wanted to learn about, and that's when I started the YouTube content and then like helping people to get coins via that. So I'd say Nick28T is probably my main.
Yeah, 100%. By the way, guys in the chat as well, if you do want to throw some questions in there, we will get answering them. Definitely at some point. You know, I do see you guys typing in the chat and stuff, man. So hope every one of you are well on that front. Oh fucking hell, you've answered my third question. I was gonna say what like type of setup did you fucking have, but you've already mentioned that. Jesus Christ.
My setup was like proper. Like when I say it was bad, like it used to be really bad.
Really bad. So
it's kind of something that's upgraded over time, really.
Yeah, 100%. So like, we see that you stream Ultimate Team in terms of FUT champs and stuff. We see that you stream pro clubs. On the pro clubs,
I stream pro clubs once a week.
Yeah, on the pro club side of things, do you play any competitive leagues? And if so, which sites do you play on? And like what console?
I used to play VFL for. I think it was Northampton. It were last year, at the end of last year, and it was just something I enjoyed it. But as I said, it was just kind of. I don't know. It kind of took the fun away from it, really, and it was mainly due to the people who ran it. To be fair, it wasn't really the people, like not the people who ran the VFL league, like just the people who ran the Northampton club. I just didn't really have a positive experience with it. But then, at the end of FIFA 20 last year, I decided to start, because Ultimate Team were dying. I decided to start like my own academy series where 2 days a week I had a Division 1 club where the best 11 players from my streams got playing that, and then the other players got to play in the academy 4 days a week, and if they played well in that, they got through to the first team.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where my pro club started properly then. And then a lot of people, once FIFA 21 came out, were asking like when pro club's going to be because they enjoyed it so much. And I brought it back now once a week. So
Yeah.
I do
100%.
pro clubs every Wednesday. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing it. And I'm mainly on Xbox really because I did do it on PlayStation, but not many people. I don't know. I just feel as though there's a bigger community for pro clubs over on Xbox.
Well, the thing is as well, like in terms of pro clubs in general, like on the PlayStation, people notice the VPG is the big thing over there, whereas on Xbox it's VFL. So it's like we on the Xbox side of things see VPG is not like this massive thing, whereas PlayStation see it differently. Morzio5 says, question, will the old chair ever make an appearance again?
Well, I used to have it was literally a plastic chair. It was like the first 3 weeks I think of me streaming that I had it, and the first thing I bought when I first received my payout from Twitch was a brand new chair. But hey, you never know. In the future, it might. In the future, we might have to get it back for our 1 year anniversary, 1 year streaming anniversary.
IWZ12 says, question, how did streaming start for you? Also, hi Adam. Is that for me? I'm guessing, is the question for me or is it for Adam? Which one of us is it? Let us know and then we'll get back to that one. So, currently, as I was writing the questions, you're sitting on 210 Twitch subscribers, which could be more. Obviously, it was more towards the end. I was writing it whilst you were streaming, my bad. 3.9k Twitch followers, as well as 1.0k YouTube subscribers. What are your goals for the rest of 2020 / beginning of 2021? And what are your year goals for the year 2021?
I'd say that the main thing that I want to reach on Twitch is 5,000 followers. That would be fantastic to hit for the end of 2021. 1,900 away. Like in 8 months, we've gained 3,900. So hopefully, I mean, the growth has slowed down slightly on Twitch at the start of FIFA 21 because there's a lot more content creators out there. A lot of the bigger content creators have gone back to FIFA as well. Like a lot of them were streaming other games. So the growth kind of speeds up towards the end of FIFA for smaller content creators, and then it goes down again at the start. So I think the aim is definitely 5,000 followers at the end of FIFA 21. Sorry, not FIFA 21, 2021. That'd be good.
Yeah.
YouTube, I don't really have any goals for YouTube because the main goal was to get 1,000, and because I've only just recently hit that, I haven't really had time to sit back and think what my goals would be. But I'd say probably 2,000 because YouTube's a slow mover, you see. YouTube is quite a slow mover, so I'd say YouTube 2,000 followers, to double it by the end of. It's taken me 3 or 4 years to get to 1,000 on YouTube, so I think 2,000, maybe another 1,000 on top of the what I want to achieve by the end of 21.
Yeah.
And subscribers isn't really something that I ever look at. I mean, I've always had a sub count there, but it's just something that I have there, so people don't have to put exclamation mark sub in the chat.
Yeah.
Like sub count, and it's not really something that I look at because I don't really ask anybody or expect anyone to subscribe to my channel. If anybody does, it's appreciated. So I just don't really know actually. I'd say if I can keep it above 100, then throughout 21, that'd be good.
Yeah, fair enough, man. I'd say you smashing at the moment.
I appreciate that one. I appreciate that.
If you've done any collabs in the past, which content creator is the best one you've collabed with? The easiest movement, how can I put it? The easiest going collab type of things.
I'd probably say Chusters. I did a Jenga with him, a Jenga episode. We were going to do a countdown, but I was on Xbox last year. Yeah. So that were a bit of a shame, really. But yeah, probably Chusters. He's the only person I've really done a proper collaboration with, to be fair. Because, I don't know, I haven't really got myself out there as much as I should, I think. I haven't really taken as many opportunities as I should have done. And so yeah, Justice is probably the only one that I've done anything properly with. I'd say him. He was a proper down to earth guy. He made you feel comfortable because I'd never done anything like that before. You see, so he didn't give me a load of orders that I had to do, for the YouTube video. It just kind of went along. The flow just went along, and it would,
How did that collab with Chufters then come to happen? Did he message you? Did you message him?
I think, yeah, he messaged me. It was, I watched his streams quite a lot, and I were in his streams quite a bit. And then he popped into one of my streams, and about 2 days after he popped into my stream, he messaged me on Twitter. He dropped me a follow, messaging me, and said, are you interested in featuring on a countdown? But obviously then I realised that I couldn't do a countdown because I was on Xbox. And then, so he said, oh, we'll just do Jenga instead then. And then that were it, really. I said, yeah, I'm down to do it. And then a week after that, we recorded it.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Dylan Production says, would you rather be a consistent Elite 1/top 100 player but have a boring personality but get views because of your skill at the game, or be a Gold 1 player with a great personality and people watchers, they simply love your personality?
I'd say the second option, because I'm a Gold 1 player at the moment, and I like to, just have a bit of a laugh with a chat. I don't want to take the game seriously. I do when I don't. I think Gold 1's like a bit of a, like, Gold 1 is a good rank, but it's not like fully. It's not.
It's not like you're shit at the game.
Yeah, but it's not you're amazing either.
Yeah.
Like in the middle. Like, you two take the game seriously. You have to take the game seriously to get Gold 1. You've got to have a good team. You've got to have a decent knowledge of the game. But then again, you don't have to spend your whole day practicing to improve and stay at that level. Like, it's just
definitely.
something that you can have a week break from FIFA and still get Gold 1.
Yeah.
I mean, saying that, I didn't get Gold 1 this week. I got 19 wins for the first time this FIFA. So,
mate, I only finished Gold 3 this weekend, mate, and just fucked it off.
Hey, Gold 3 still, dude.
I thought to myself, mate, I've got enough clips from YouTube now, I'm just fucking it off. Fuck that, mate, I'm not dealing with the hassle this weekend. Kai says, question, what's your best moment on Twitch? To you.
Best moment on Twitch? Either two. One, when I got raided by Rotashaw. That's probably one of the biggest moments. And that's probably the most memorable.
Yeah.
And when Golden Machete gifted 125 subscribers in one stream, that were just, I mean, I'll never forget that. Because he kept setting me challenges to do stuff on FIFA, and I'd say probably those two, because it just took me by surprise. I never thought anyone would want to do anything like that for me. It's like I didn't feel as though I deserved it, really.
Yeah.
I'd probably say those two.
IWZ12 says, if you didn't support Leeds, who would you support?
Liverpool.
Oh,
and there's a story behind this. There's a story behind it. I know you wouldn't like that. I felt as though that question were going to be asked. The reason for it is, when I first started watching football properly, which was when I was about 9 or 10, it was the 2010 World Cup, and the first player that I properly watched and thought, you know what, that player is fantastic, is Fernando Torres. So I looked at what team he plays for. I asked my dad what team does he play for, and he said Liverpool. But I just started supporting Liverpool because that was the first team that I got into. But then my dad noticed, because my dad didn't think I were interested in football. But then as soon as my dad noticed I was watching it all the time, and I wanted to buy FIFA for my Xbox 360, I wanted to start playing it, he just said, no, you're not supporting Liverpool, you're now a Leeds fan. You think we're a Leeds fan.
Yeah.
It'd have to be Liverpool, because that's just the team I grew up with, really. I've got quite a few old kits from church and stuff.
Yes, Zentric says, we love Adam.
Hey, my guy.
Tiny bit. F28 says, obviously myself, Horner, Footspud, Taze, etc. have gone on to amass over loads of followers and streams themselves, and they've all been inspired by you. How do you feel about that? Proud, humbled? What's your feelings about that?
It's fantastic, because it's just great to see people in your community. Every single person he mentioned there, including Frank himself, who put the message as well. They have all supported me literally from day one. Like Frank, who wrote the messages, followed me on day one of streaming.
Yeah.
And there's only him and IWZ who's watching as well. It's only those are the only two people that follow me on the first day of me streaming. Yeah. So it's fantastic to see people like that, like Footspud, Foottaze, Horner, Frank as well. It's just so good to see other people in my community doing well. And the fact that I've been able to, I never thought when I started I would be the reason why someone else starts streaming.
Definitely.
So it's just fantastic to see, really. And there's so many more examples of it as well. There's loads of people in my stream. Mikey as well is one of them, who started streaming and have said they started streaming because of my streams have been doing well. And then their streams have gone on to become really successful as well. And Mr. Boss as well is another one, actually. Mr. Boss, who's watching. Absolute legend.
Shout out, man. Let's fucking fly a bit further up here. Kind of a bit behind with the chat. Philip Moody says, who/what got you into video games?
That's a good question, actually. I'd say my dad. I started playing, funnily enough, because I was never interested in football. I started playing the I can't remember what it was called, but it was kind of like a Mario game, but it wasn't at the same time. It was on the PlayStation 1, and that was the only console I had, really. It was my dad's old console. And I started playing games on that, like the Mario games and just other games like that. And then once I started watching football, I bought FIFA 10 or FIFA 10 or FIFA 12, I can't remember which one it was, on the Xbox 360, which I got for Christmas back then. And my mum and dad never allowed me to get Xbox Live, you see. So I just used to be sat there playing career mode all day and practicing skill moves in the practice arena. Because I really had nothing else to do, you see. But back then, I was fine with that because I enjoyed that. And I think it's probably my dad got me into video games, really, because if my dad didn't have that PlayStation 1 connected to the downstairs telly, I don't think I would have ever even thought about it, really.
Yeah, definitely. F28 says, what do you think of his montages?
Oh, I absolutely love them. Sadly, I turned off clips on my channel because I play music now that I'm not allowed to have clips on, just to improve the stream a bit. And he used to make montages of like funny things that I said in the streams. And the editing in those were fantastic as well. The editing in those were just brilliant. But I love them.
Yes, mate. Kai says, what about the 28k bits?
Oh, that is sensational. 28,000 bits. I mean, like, I honestly didn't even know what to say. The most bits anyone has ever donated to me in one go before that was Declan the day before. On Sunday, he donated 5,000 in one go. And then Rossi, around 3 months ago, a guy called Jay Rossi, he donated 5,000 as well in one go. So that's like the most, like, it's just an occurrence that doesn't usually happen. And then for it to happen twice in one stream, 10,000, like the most I've ever had donated to me. I just didn't know what to say. It were incredible.
Yeah, 100%. Ethan says there, Declan drops 5k for fun.
I know, it's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. What a legend, man. What an absolute legend.
Yes, man. Taze, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Will, what's going on, bro? Ethan says we all hate Leeds scum.
I don't know about that one. I mean, I might be the only one in the stream that doesn't. Hey, I'm a lone soul.
I mean, Werner was in the stream before. I'm not sure if he's still there now. He doesn't hate them.
Werner, of course, he supports them. Werner supports.
Yeah, mate, yeah. What we saying here? Tay says GG's on today's stream.
Hey, legend, man, legend.
Kai, mate, I've got to sadly disagree with you on that one. Everton are the best team in Merseyside, mate.
Everton are actually really exciting to watch this season. I've never enjoyed watching Everton before, but this season they're just like Hammers and Allen. Allen's just the glue that you needed in between the defence and the attack. He's sensational. He hasn't got many goals, but like, he's so good. Like in one of the games I watched, his passing was just like the way he runs through everyone as well. He's got such like a hunger.
Mate, the thing is as well under Ancelotti, I think things are like a lot different. It's more enjoyable to watch. It's more the formation's different. The players he's bringing in are more like high caliber players like James Rodriguez and Alan as well, Decore.
Yeah.
Enjoyable to watch.
Decore were good.
Yes. F28 says, where did you picture yourself had the streaming thing never happened?
Probably at university, because the main plan was to go to university, but I wanted the full university experience, and because of coronavirus affecting how the lectures were going to be like brought across and how the whole experience were going to be, the fact that I wasn't even going to be there half the time anyway, it was just something that I never really wanted to do during the time that we're in. So I decided to, and I mean I'm glad I did, because if I didn't do streaming, then I don't know what I would have been doing. I'd probably working. Not sure where, but yeah, I'm glad I did start.
Yeah, F20 also says, true or false, Big Chazza is the greatest player in history of TTV ADWFIFA FC.
Hey, I'll give you that, Frank. You're the most improved, because, no offence, but you know it yourself, like you say it all the time. When you first came into that Pro Clubs Academy, it was genuinely like you'd never picked up a controller before in your life. But like when you started playing, like, especially this FIFA, got a goal on his debut from CDM, like sensational. Starting CDM, absolutely sensational.
For those in the stream as well, Man City are winning 1-0.
Are they?
Yeah.
Against Arsenal.
Gabriel Jesus, mate, yeah. Magzinho says Messi or Ronaldo.
Yeah, I've got to go Ronaldo for the skills. Like not on
agree.
FIFA, like real life as well. I've got to go Ronaldo.
Obviously,
fun to watch.
Obviously, Messi has done it against the big teams in the Champions League, but he's never done it in the Premier League. So it's one of them.
It's just more exciting to watch, in my opinion. I don't know. He's got like flair about him. Messi's quite simple, but it works. Like the thing he does. Why people like Messi so much is because he's just so simple, like the passing, just the normal dribbling. But Ronaldo mixes it up. You see, that's why he's more exciting to watch. But then again, Messi's like technically better.
Yeah, he is definitely. Adam FIFA says, don't know if this has been asked yet or not, but what made ADW start streaming? I mean, it's been asked, like, but if you want to answer it again, obviously.
Yeah, well, like the lockdown really, because I realised that I was going to be sat around doing nothing, just sat inside my house. Like, apart from going for a daily run, there was nothing really I could do that was productive. So I thought, you know what? Like, I enjoyed watching other streamers, so I thought, let's just see if I can do something. I created my League SBC spreadsheet that kind of kick-started it, and it's just something that I wanted to share to other people. And then I started streaming League SBC's bronze packs, and yeah, it was mainly just something that I wanted to do to be productive during lockdown, and then it just eventually became something that was crazy, really.
IWZ12 says, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Fuenzalida, is that?
Fuenzalida, yeah, Fuenzalida, Chilean right mid.
Or Gelson, I'm guessing it's Gelson Martins, is that?
Yeah, Fuenzalida or Gelson Martins.
I mean, I only know one, so it's Gelson for me.
It's got to be Fuenzalida. It has to be. Like, he is honestly the best player I've ever used on FIFA, and that's not even a lie. Last year he won me so many games off the bench. He was just honestly like that card. And when he got his team of the season card and objectives as well, honestly,
yeah,
the shame card's so unusable this year. They took 4-star skills away from him for some reason.
Wow.
But what a player! What a player.
Philip Moody says, is there a game considered to be a really bad game, but is your secret guilty pleasure?
You see, I don't play any other games other than FIFA. I honestly don't. Like, even off stream, I play Fortnite. That's the only game I've touched in the past year, really, other than FIFA. I played Fall Guys, obviously, when FIFA 21 died down a bit, but I never touched it again. Literally, I haven't touched any other game other than FIFA in the past, I'd say 4 or 5 months, really, since FIFA 21 came out.
Yeah, 100%. For me, I don't know. I just play FIFA mainly myself, to be honest. It's just one of them things, I suppose, isn't it? Got to do it for the content, guys. Definitely.
Exactly.
Mr. Boss says, fucking hell. Let's read up here. Will ADW ever play or upload different games to YouTube or Twitch?
See, I would. Like last year when FIFA 21 died down, I went over to Fall Guys and I enjoyed playing Fall Guys. It was good, but I just didn't enjoy it as much as FIFA. I'll never enjoy anything as much as FIFA, unless FIFA completely dies down and it just becomes completely unplayable for whatever reason, which I don't think it ever will. I don't really think so. GTA is good. Like, GTA is a good game you can play with.
To be fair.
People like Among Us as well. I've never played Among Us, but like when I've watched other people play it, it's just something that looks good to play with the community. But apart from really Fortnite, I can't see myself playing any other games. I do like Fortnite occasionally, but and FIFA's like, it's kind of a hectic time of year on FIFA with all the objectives and all the SBCs and just content in general. I don't feel a need to go over to another game, but then at the end of FIFA, when there's nothing to do, I feel like I want to, try something else. So maybe in the future, maybe at the end of FIFA 21.
I think when it comes to like the end of FIFA, I think that's when it all dies down and stuff, and that's when people start to branch off to different games and stuff like that.
Definitely.
Morsley05 says, what would you do if chicken wraps became banned in the UK?
I would sign a petition to get them back, because you boys who watch my streams will know it's literally the only thing I eat for my dinner. Like, not many people do eat on stream, but it's awkward because when I start my stream, it's usually halfway through my stream is when I have my dinner.
Yeah.
So I have to eat on stream, but Yeah, chicken wraps, ham and mustard sandwiches, and salmon. The only thing I ever eat on stream. You boys will know that.
Yes. Kai says CR7 is better. He agrees. Zentric says, when did he get his Leeds bedroom done?
It was around 2.5 years ago, I think. I think it was. It's between 2.5 and 3 years ago, I believe.
Mate,
I might be wrong.
I'm not going to lie, mate. After that game against Leeds, I hate them. Yeah, fuck Leeds, mate. Getting relegated. Tay says, what's the funniest moment ever on the ADW channel?
Funniest moment ever. You see, I actually don't even know. I genuinely don't know. I don't really remember. I think one of the funniest ones was when... Was it? I can't remember. I can't remember what happened fully. But it was when... I think Frank... saved... No, was it that? Was it Frank or was it Harry? Someone scored in like the last minute to give us promotion. And then my stream disconnected. But it wasn't funny for me. But everybody just found it hilarious. And that's the only really like hilarious moment I can remember, because I remember like reading the chat back up and I was just sat there celebrating and everyone thought I'd disconnected my stream. Like kicked my computer over or something. Because I celebrated.
Wow. Zentrix, bro, if you need to post anything, mate, I'll just fucking give you the permit in a second. Matt4 FIFA says, yes, Adam.
Yeah, my guy, Matt, my guy.
IWZ12 says, no chicken wraps or no Leeds.
Gotta be no chicken wraps. I can live without chicken wraps. I don't know what I'd do without Leeds. So I'd say no chicken wraps. Although both of them would be sad. No chicken.
Mad. Magzinho says Fall Guys streams were goated.
Oh, they were. Now, Fall Guys streams were actually enjoyable. They were enjoyable for people to watch because I could get people involved with it. Like people could play. But like for me, every time I stopped the Fall Guys streams, like when I finished them, I enjoyed them. Like don't get me wrong, but I just preferred FIFA. Like I just wanted the new FIFA to come out. Although I didn't like let that affect the streams, I just wanted FIFA to come out really.
Yeah, Zentrix, when he got banned by the fucking Nightbot there, he said, discounted cheeseburger, he will know.
Oh my god, no, that was funny. That was funny. That's probably one of the funniest moments. I just went on a complete rant because the guy had like awful internet that were playing in a foot jam. And I just started going on a rant saying he's probably sat in McDonald's with a discounted cheeseburger. And everyone just found it absolutely hilarious. That were actually an OG moment. You have to be an OG on channel to remember.
Madness. Right. Vern is redeemed our time, but we don't do that on the podcast. Everyone's got to watch, mate. Everyone's got to watch. Kai says, what's the best player you've packed on FIFA?
Ever? Or just FIFA 20? Or FIFA 21? But I could answer both of them, to be fair. FIFA 21 is either Hierro, like, because I never pack icons, you see. We packed 2 this year. I packed 89 Hierro and then 85 Nakata out of normal packs. And then, obviously, we've had Mbappe and Messi as well. I'd say probably Hierro, because I loved his card last year. It was good to pack.
I've packed not back to back Van Dijks, but I've packed 2 Van Dijks as FIFA.
2 Van Dijks?
Mate, being an Evertonian, and I packed 2 Van Dijks. Mate, it's mad. Gibson says, does he remember when himself and Werner carried you?
Oh, very funny, very funny. Me, Gibson and Werner used to have like that trio in attack used to be just fantastic. There's a guy called RX as well, and Ethan Pitts. Honestly, that attack when like we switched that around, that was just sensational. Like that would just. I think that's probably the best attack we've ever had on Pro Cups, to be fair.
Yeah, man. Gibson, and Werner's signed to me for VFL, man. Werner's a very good player.
Yeah, Werner's fantastic.
Gibson, on the other hand, is still in my back pocket. Sorry, Gibson, mate. I've got to have that known, mate. Dylan says, do you remember the time we won the Division 4 by scoring 2 last-minute goals?
I do. That will go down in history on my Twitter, because that did bits on Twitter. Did that literally? We were 3-2 down with like 2 minutes to go. Like the 88th minute, and we were 3-2 down. It was the last game to win the title, and we scored 2 goals in the 90th minute and won it. And that was just sensation.
Madness.
Arsenal have equalised.
Yeah, Dylan should put that in the chat then. Ethan says, just 20th of March 2012. Leeds United 3, Nottingham Forest 7.
No, fun fact, I went to that game. That was like my 4th ever Leeds game. And
Mate.
my dad just said, I'm never bringing you again because you're a bad luck child.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring it again either after that, to be honest. Mate, I wouldn't be bringing anyone to that ever again. Kai says the best player you've packed ever.
Best player I've packed ever. Team of the year, Ronaldo last year, twice. That was just, don't even know what to say.
Mate, give me
that was just insane.
Give me your
Prime R9 as well, actually. Prime R9, 96. That was we packed loads of good players last year, actually. Team of the year Messi, Team of the year Ronaldo twice, Prime R9.
To be fair, for me, last FIFA, it's got to be Team of the Season, De Bruyne.
Yeah, he was sensational. I got him on my first owner RTG actually last year, and he was like the main player. I didn't pack anybody else other than him, and he did bits, absolute bits.
Mate, like for me, I opened it off stream, so I built like an Monty when you could get them Team of the Season packs and you just get like one player.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I done one of them and I got De Bruyne.
That's insane.
But I'd literally been up all night playing champs. Stayed up to the packs like came and then opened it off stream. Got fucking De Bruyne, mate. I was gutted. Well, I was ecstatic, but I was gutted at the same time. Morsley says, can't wait for you to pack Team of the Year CR7.
I don't know if that's going to happen this year. Hopefully it does, but I don't think so.
Mr. Boss 510 says, are the ADW parents happy with how streaming is going?
Oh, they are absolutely buzzing. Like, honestly. Like, the support they've shown me is... Because I do hear quite a lot that like parents of like younger, because obviously I'm not like that old. Parents of like people my age who want to do streaming, they just don't want it. Like, they don't accept it. They want people to like they want their children to go to university and go on like courses because they don't really want to. They've seen all like the progression I've gone through my GCSEs, through my A levels, and then for me to just kind of sit behind a screen and play FIFA for a living. It's just not really something that many parents would be able to understand. But I've explained it to them. They've understood it and they're like really supportive, and that's something I'm really lucky for. Really, I'm like really lucky.
Yeah, 100%.
Something it's quite rare to find, really.
Gibson says, I love how both of your social media names are creative.
Creative? I don't even know why I even made mine, to be fair. Like, it's just random. It's just so random.
Well, literally, for mine anyway, Gibson, you know me gamer tag. ADW, Adam, mate, you know my gamer tag.
Yeah.
Take the eyes off either side, this comes up with Jebbo 37.
That's true. That is true.
So
mine is literally just random. It just sounded good.
Yeah. Tay says your pack look last year was mental, and thank you so much for the 1 bit as well, mate.
I was appreciate
it, bro. Morsley says, does ADW remember when he refused to put his Team of the Year Messi in the SBC?
I did. He sent me over. I think was it? Yeah, was it at the start? Yeah, it was at the end of FIFA when I got share play, because I got PlayStation at the end of last FIFA, ready for FIFA 21.
Yeah.
And I was testing out share plays, and he told me to put his Team of the Year Ronaldo into an SBC, get like a gold pack or something, and I just refused. I don't know why you'd want to do that. I know it was the end of FIFA, but like a week left before FIFA 21.
Wow.
No chance I'm ever going to do that.
Mate, that's mental. Cal says here, he said he got topped Neymar twice last FIFA.
Really?
Mate, never mind fucking once, twice. Jesus Christ.
I didn't see Neymar once last year. I think I packed him once, like not even his normal card.
Mental. What's going on, Viz, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. Mr. Boss 510 says he packed Kante, Virgil van Dijk and 86 Vieira this year. Fucking hell.
I'll never forget when he packed that Vieira, like that tweet. Just, I don't know. Like, it were right at the start of FIFA as well. Like, that just shocked me because I hadn't packed anything at that rate. Like, no, I didn't pack nothing. And the fact that he got an 86 Vieira, it was such a bad pack that he got him in as well. I swear he got him out like a 7.5.
Oh, for
That was
fuck's
just sensation.
mate, give me your looks up. Give me your look. IWZ12, ask for your favourite chocolate.
Favorite chocolate? Probably Lindt. Like Lindor. Like the Lindt chocolate. Like any chocolate from Lindor is just is.
For me, it's got to be Galaxy one.
Galaxy's nice. Yeah, the Galaxy caramel is probably the best caramel.
Yeah, 100%. F28 says, who introduced the League SBC method to you?
Nick 2080, he was like the main person that I learned it from. And to be fair, I never really learned it from anybody else because, if I'm being honest with you, I only ever watched him. I like literally all my followers, right, when I first started streaming, I had Nick 2080 and Castro, that route. I didn't follow anybody else. That were literally it. Like as I said, when I first started streaming, I literally came from nothing. I didn't know anybody on Twitter. I just didn't know anybody. I just kind of just started it and yeah, like Nick 2080 were the main because I saw him with his bronze pack method in the League SBC method, and it was just something that I wanted to take it to another level really. But obviously, then I created my spreadsheet that was able to help people, and that's what made me start streaming really. The spreadsheet.
Definitely. F28 also says, favourite F28 J. Twitch moment, and what can we expect to see on your Twitch towards the back end of FIFA 21, and will that content go onto YouTube?
Favourite Frank moment is definitely the goal you scored on your debut this FIFA, because like I didn't expect that from you at all, to be fair, and like the goal, like were a decent goal as well. And then towards the end of FIFA 21, I'm going to bring back the Pro Clubs Academy series that I had on FIFA 20. That's something that's definitely going to come back because it was something that a lot of people enjoyed. Like loads of people enjoyed it, brought the community together. And to be fair, it could be something that I could upload to YouTube. Like I don't know whether I would. I'd rather just see how like other people's Pro Clubs videos do because I wouldn't really want to like waste my time editing videos that aren't going to do like well with the algorithm and stuff. But, yeah, you never know. Like towards the end of FIFA 21, I'll probably upload more videos on how to prepare for FIFA 22. And I didn't really do that on FIFA 21. I think that's on FIFA 20, and that's kind of something that I missed out on really. So probably just stuff like that.
Yeah, it's someone. Carl said he had to put the second one in an SBC, like his second name on.
That is pain. That is pain.
That's Spain without the S, mate. Spain without the S. IWZ12 said posh.
Yeah, I'm not posh.
Yeah,
in the middle.
It's not me.
In the middle.
I was going to say it's not me. Definitely not me though. Morsey said plans for FIFA 22.
Probably the same, really. I hope League SBCs actually get revamped and they realise that they've ruined them because I can't lie. Like this year, my motivation to do them has just gone. Like, I'll still do them like for you guys and do videos for them so you guys can learn. Because I know a lot of you guys like to do them as well still, but he just kind of killed it because they made the packs untradeable. They decided to get rid of the play reward at the end. It kind of just killed it really, but
yeah.
I still enjoy doing them. Like I still enjoy the bronze pack grind, and it's just something to do if you don't want to play gameplay really. But I don't think EA are going to change them anytime soon because with all this other content that they're bringing out, they're kind of bringing out more content to deviate everyone away from the fact that League SBCs have just been ruined. And everyone complained about them for about a week after they came out, and then after that, everyone were back to normal again because they brought out another promo that everyone enjoyed. So
yeah, definitely.
Kind of worrying really, but yeah.
Well, as Mr. Boss said there, do you think the League SBC will die after this year since EA have ruined them? I'm not sure if I've asked that already or not.
Yeah, they probably will. If they don't do anything by the end of FIFA where they don't like make the packs tradable or they don't give us like a play reward for it, I mean, they're already dead really. I mean, you can't make profit out of them. Unless you, for example, when you complete the Serie A, you get the 100k pack and you get an Mbappe that you already have in your club tradable. Like, or a Neymar. Like, that's the only real way you can make profit, really.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just not worth it. I mean, because if you don't make profit from it, you're going to lose coins, so it's not worth it.
Yeah, definitely, man. Hugo, man, welcome to the stream, brother. IWZ12 says, what is your favourite IWZ12 moment?
Probably the first time you subscribed, really. Because I remember you trying for like a week to try and get your Twitch Prime to work, so it was a massive relief for everybody. Because everyone in the chat were just like, are you going to subscribe? Because you kept saying, oh, I'm going to subscribe, I'm going to subscribe, I'm going to subscribe. And then it just didn't work. So the moment it came up saying that you were there, that you'd subscribe to the channel, the relief of everybody that you weren't going to carry on going on, that it wasn't working.
Fucking
That
hell.
was good. That was good.
Fucking hell. F28 says, will we see any Minecraft?
Definitely not. I used to play that game when I was younger, but I can't stand it now, honestly. Like maybe like if I set up my own server and did some like sort of game, but I just don't enjoy it. That would have to be like we'd have to have literally no ideas left whatsoever if I were to ever do Minecraft.
Minecraft.
That game is there.
It's a funny game, man. F28.
It's just a game you play for fun, isn't it?
Yeah, man, definitely. F20 also goes on to say he'd love to go on a podcast. He said he loves Joe Weller's podcast, and even if it's his mate's podcast, he'd love to go on one day. In terms of that, mate, my DMs are always open in terms of the podcast things and stuff. Like, I'm open to get anyone on because it gets more content for me, gets me to know more people, especially on the platform. It's something that I've always wanted to do, you know. Whether it's streamers, you know, even how can I put it, expanding onto football players and stuff. It's something I'd love to do, man. It's especially
Good idea, man.
especially in the long run. You know, gets more things out there, more people out there. Not even just myself, but it gets everyone else out there, man. It's blessed on that format. So going back onto the page now. Going back onto the page.
Fine. I know. Yeah.
You know, who would you say? I think I've already with there. I've asked that one. If I have asked it, let me know. But if not, I'm going to ask it again. Who would you say is your dream content creator that you'd want to possibly collab with one day?
Oh wow, dream content creator. I've never really thought about it, actually. Let me give it a think. Dream content. I'd say probably Capgun Tom, because I've always watched his videos. I don't really watch much YouTube content. I just love his videos, like especially the bingo as well, like the FIFA bingo. Like that's just I just love it. Like the Oracle fish as well. He's
yeah,
Oakley's
Oakley's
I just
awesome.
like the series that they do. It's not necessarily the content creator themselves. It's more the series. Just like want to experience like that.
Mate, Oakley's
So-
class, mate, definitely.
Series.
Moving on to the team you support, being Leeds United. Seeing that you got beat 6-2 by Manchester United, how did that make you feel as a Leeds supporter?
You know, I wrote my thoughts about it on Twitter, but I wasn't actually that embarrassed by it. I wasn't embarrassed. I was just disappointed because that game, honestly, we could have won that game. If I'm being completely honest with you, they could have won it by about 10 goals. We could have won it by about 10 goals. Like,
Yeah.
I think it mainly came down to the fact that they had better players that took their chances and we didn't. Like Bamford missed a sitter early on, Harrison missed a sitter at the end. We just had so many chances that we didn't put away, but then again, so did they. So like that game could have been about 10-all, but the fact that we just didn't give up until the final whistle went, like we were still sprinting at the end to get the ball back.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
for the neutral, like, who don't support either team, I bet it were a fantastic game to watch. But it was just, as I said, I wasn't embarrassed by it. Like usually, if your team gets beat 6-2, you're embarrassed by it because your team have just given up. But the fact we didn't give up and we should have had more, I wasn't really embarrassed by it really, and I didn't expect to win anyway. To be fair, I even told my stream that I expected Man United to win. So yeah, I wasn't really bothered by it really. It's obviously disappointing that we lost, but at least we put up a fight.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing that you're currently sitting 14th in the Premier League table, do you think they deserve to be in the 14th position currently?
I do and I don't, because our defence has been shocking. It doesn't help with injuries. Obviously, we've got Llorente out, we've got Cox out, we've now got Cooper out as well. So it doesn't help at all the fact that we've got so many injuries in the defence. But I mean, it's just I don't know. I think we'll definitely improve. I predicted 16th before the season started for where we were going to finish.
Yeah.
So if we finish anywhere like near that, then I'll be happy. As long as we don't get relegated, I'll be happy for the first season. I think that's every club's main aim going into a new season, just to not get relegated if they get promoted. I'm not worried at the moment, but if it does get like later on into the season and we're still down there, then I might be a bit worried then.
Yeah, definitely. Werner saying there, Jebbo giving it stacks after the 6-2 loss, and he's also called me a fraud. Brilliant.
Oh dear.
Just remember, Jebbo, Everton 0, Leeds 1, mate. I remember that. Mate, but also remember Everton
good game.
4th. Everton 4th, Leeds 14th. I've just got to mention that, mate. Philip says McSauce.
McTominay. To be fair, McTominay played well. Like, I'll give it to him. He did.
McTominay
Man
was
United.
class, man. McTominay was definitely class. Mr. Boss says GGMU. Whatever that means.
It was a good game.
What does GGMU mean?
I don't actually have a clue. GG Man United.
Probably. Joe says Southport. Is that the more than sign? The more than sign?
Southport.
Is he saying
I
that
don't even know what league.
Southport are in the National League North, I believe?
I swear they used to be in League 2.
Fuck knows. Horner, what's happening, bro? Welcome to the stream. Fucking Southport 2, Everton under 23s 1. What relevancy does that fucking have? Mate, it's like Southport 2, Everton under 10s 1. Brilliant.
I know it's pointless. Like, I don't understand why the main teams play the under 20s.
I know, mate. It's mad because like Tranmere beat Man City's under 23s the other day, and some lad in work's a Tranmere supporter, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we beat Man City," and it's like, "No, mate, you beat the fucking 10-year-olds, and I'll move on." It's like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Werner saying Merseyside is red, mate. It's not red. Werner, mate, me and you are gonna fall out, mate. Ancelotti ball coming in clutch. Merseyside. Oh, Joe. Southport does not rule Merseyside, mate. Mate, you can't even fucking get in the Premier League. If anything, mate, Merseyside's fucking white for Marine, mate. Big up Marine.
Marine did well in the cup. Actually.
Yeah, they got Spurs in the next round, haven't
they? Yeah.
Defo, man. Mr. Boss says, will ADW save over 100 packs for Tots again?
Probably. You see, the main reason I did it last year is because in League SBCs you could make your money back, but this year you can't. So it's a bit dead, really. I still will save packs, definitely, but it's going to be a lot more difficult. And, like, you can't make money off it. If I pack a team of the season, like an 88 rated Saudi League team of the season, I've got to keep them, but I can't sell them. So it's going to be a bit dead, but, I mean, we'll have to see, man. Probably. I'd say probably.
Yeah, definitely. Horner's saying that you're his biggest fan. Well, his biggest fan, actually. Fucking hell. My bad. But nah, Horner, man. Fucking welcome to the stream, bros. Dylan says, we're in the third round, FA Cup. Dylan, who do you support, mate? Who does Dylan support?
I know Dylan supports, actually, but I can't remember. Blackburn, that's it.
Mate, Blackburn aren't too shabby, to be honest, man. It's not too shabby at all, man. Joe's fucking giving it stacks being a Southport fan, saying we beat Blackburn 1-0. And he said he beats Marine 1-0 the other week in the FA Trophy. And you won the Liverpool under-10s County Cup 2 years ago.
Mate, Joey's confident about Southport.
Mate.
Very confident.
Just watch Tranmere versus Southport, man. Fucking Connor Jennings volley. It was on TV, actually. Dan J, welcome to the stream, bro. You not got the Asco Cup tonight, mate? He says, Upper Sunderland, fuck Leeds.
Oh dear. Sunderland? I don't mean like League 1 off.
They are, mate. They are indeed. Zentric says, what does he think about Birmingham 3, Leeds 4?
That game was just, honestly, that's probably one of the best games I've ever watched. Like, that were just, we honestly played, like, both teams, like, credit to Birmingham as well, both teams just played flat out for the full 90 minutes in that game. That's the game that I realised how good our fitness was, really, because we just didn't stop to the last minute, especially when that goal went in as well in the last minute. Won it 5-4, actually, instead of 4-3. Won it 5-4. It might have been 5-4, unless you mean a different game. Or if you mean the 5-4,
Fairness said 5-4 in the chat.
yeah, like that goal. It was an home goal as well. We won it with an home goal. Like that was just incredible.
Yeah, man. Joe's on about Chorley.
Charlie's still in the cup actually. Or did
Yeah.
they get knocked out last round?
Dylan said he's going on about his local team, Chorley. So yeah, I'm guessing Chorley is the team. Horner says, sorry I wasn't in for long, but I'll catch you later, man. Hope the stream goes well.
Legend, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for hopping in nonetheless, man. It's absolutely appreciated, bro. Miles, bro, what's happening, man? Fucking last guest of the podcast in the stream. What's happening, bro?
Hey, Miles in here. Yeah, Miles
Yeah,
legend,
man. Fucking legend, mate. Fucking me and Miles, and he's, mate, me and Miles, right, we've said we're going to do a video for ages. We still can't fucking do a video.
I need to think of a series because I should get you on like a YouTube series, but I've never really thought of anything. I don't really know how to set it up. You see.
See, I've got an idea for a series, but it's just a case of getting a title for it's proper hard and executing it. Because when Miles said then, oh yeah, he's got Baby Beckham. I can't afford Baby Beckham, plus he's extinct.
That's true. I know, yeah, that's true. That's true. Like you've both got, if you're doing something like that as well, like a player showdown or like a Road to Glory, you've both got to have that player as well.
Yeah,
that's why I need to think of something, but I've never really had any ideas.
Horner said, just saying Scunthorpe are the best team in England, and if you say I'm wrong, you don't think right.
Oh dear. Now, Scunthorpe are alright actually. I watched them on iFollow. Scunthorpe are actually pretty decent. That centre back is decent as well on FIFA. Silver info.
Dan says he can't be bothered to play the Asco Cup. Fair enough, man. Fair enough, mate. Werner was at that game as well, a 5-4 game.
Oh, yeah, in the away end.
Nice elite supporter, didn't he?
It were at Birmingham, wasn't it?
I don't know, mate. I weren't even there.
Yeah, it were at Birmingham. It must have been in the away
end. Kai says, who is your favourite player for Leeds now? I'm guessing he means all-time player as well.
I think, you see now, my favourite player on the pitch is Phillips, because I just like how calm he is on the ball. He is that, like, just like Alan is for Everton, he's that glue between the defence and the attack, but off the pitch, it's Alioski. He's just hilarious. Like, I don't know if you've seen anything to do with him off camera, but or like on camera or off the pitch, but he's absolutely hilarious. Favourite player ever is probably Becchio. Either Luciano Becchio or Ross McCormack, because when I first started watching Leeds, like Becchio were really good. Like he was sensational.
Not Jermaine Beckford,
Ross McCormack as well. He was so good.
Mate, not Jermaine Beckford, no.
I don't know. Like I didn't really when I started watching Leeds, I didn't really take much notice of him. I didn't really take much notice of many players really. There was another player as well. I think he was called. I can't remember what he was called. He was a right mid, and I remember he had 5-star skills on FIFA. I think it was Bataka, and he just did the most. He was so bad, but he just did the most random skill moves, and he was just so exciting to watch because you just didn't know what he was gonna do next.
Madness, man. Philip said his local club got absolutely demolished by Bristol Rovers in the second round.
Oh dear, man.
Who's this local club?
Nothing more.
You've got me searching this up now, mate. 1 second. 1 second. Bristol Rovers results in it.
Well, I can't remember either actually. And I looked at quite a few of the first and second.
Darlington. Darlington, mate.
What score of it?
6-0.
Oh Jesus.
Fucking hell. Dan said the Alan St. Maximin freeze card is insane.
I don't know how you've even got one because like the max price is 1.3 mil. Have they updated that now? Let me go and have a look actually. His max price is 1.3 and he's extinct on PlayStation. Unless he's on Xbox. I think that's the only way you can have him. Yeah, he's still extinct. He's extinct on PlayStation.
Let's have a look on Xbox.
Yeah, he's 1.2 on Xbox.
Is he still alive though? Is he still alive? Yeah, there's only 5 of them on the market.
Is there?
There's only 5 of them literally on the market, man. Why is my dog trying to get me fucking rude? Jesus Christ. Nah, but there's only 5 on the market.
That's crazy. He doesn't even look that good, to be fair. Like, his finishing's awful. Maybe if you put a finisher on him, but finishing's dreadful. For a 1.3 million coin card, you'd expect more than 80.
Mate, this is mad. My dog's fucking going wild. Like, I could just hear my dog in the background just running around the house. Werner says, not gonna lie, Phillips was dreadful against Man U.
Yeah, he was. He just looked lost. Bruno Fernandes, right? That Ole Gunnar Solskjaer just wanted Bruno to drag Phillips away from the defence because he's the main player in the middle that kind of just, as I said, glues it together. So when Bruno dragged him all over the place, it was just we just lost all of our shape because of Bruno Fernandes and all his tactics. So it were a GG, man. Like, nothing we could do about it.
So you'd say he got his tactics right?
Definitely.
Yeah. Mr. Boss says, places you'd like to travel to?
Probably, I really want to travel. This is weird, but I've always wanted to go to Morocco. I don't know why. It's just something that I've always wanted to. Place I've always wanted to go. I don't know why. I don't know why. There's no link to the country. I just fancy going there. It just looks nice. I think. I also want to go to Iceland. The warmth too much. I don't really like really warm weather. So I'd like to go to Iceland in the Blue Lagoon, like you know, to see the lights, like the Northern Lights and stuff. I think that'd be quite.
Yeah,
nice.
definitely. Dan says he doesn't have one. He uses mates account. He packed them. Guessing about maximum.
Oh, he packed.
Mate, that's insane. Philip says there, Darlington went into administration in 2012. So it's been a good run since he got to start again. Darlington, what league are Darlington in?
Are they in the National League? Is it South? It's Darlington South, isn't it? National League South.
I think so.
I'll have a look at them.
F28 says, favourite Christmas present of all time?
Probably my Xbox. It'd have to be. It's like that. That's what really started my. It's just really like what started my Ultimate Team, really. Like I never had Ultimate Team before I got my Xbox One. Yeah. So I'd say my Xbox One, really, because the Xbox One came with Live, you see. So that was when I was like, that's when I properly started playing Ultimate Team. So I'd probably say that. I'd probably say my Xbox.
Yeah, that's mental. Frank says, if he was ever going to be on the podcast, it'd be after Christmas because, spoiler, he's getting a streamer set up for Christmas. So he'll have the mic, webcam, and all sorts. Mate, that's fair enough, man. That's fucking quality to wear, bro. Especially for streaming wise as well. I think that's the main thing you need. Obviously, whether you stream from a laptop or a PC, you've got to have a laptop that's good enough to stream from. I don't know how mine does it, but
it's so expensive as well. Like,
yeah,
it's so expensive.
I think people don't realise, you know, how can I put it, expensive it is. People think, oh yeah, I can just get a laptop and just get this, that and the other, man. It's so hard.
Yeah, like the PC as well, that took me ages to save up to that. And like when I got it, it was such a relief because I just do whatever I want now. Like that was the main thing. Like you can get a pretty cheap mic, pretty cheap everything, to be fair. Like the more lighting, like you can do pretty cheap as well.
Yeah.
I spent quite a lot on my light because I wanted like one decent light. Like I wanted like one of the best I could get. Apparently, like someone told me lighting was like the most important part about streaming. So I did go a bit overboard on that. But apart from that, everything else I've got is like really cheap, really. Compared to what other people.
Yeah. Werner said, Iceland is class. He went for an England away day a few years back and stayed for a week, and he defo recommends going.
Yeah, I might have to go there. No, Iceland actually looks like quality. I've seen pictures of it. It looks good.
Mate, the only reason why I'd ever go Iceland is not Timo Werner, Gylfi Sigurdsson. Why did I say Timo Werner? Do you know what, mate? Do you know why I've said Timo Werner? It's because I've made more BT appearances in the Everton versus Chelsea game than Timo Werner. Mate, I was on BT twice.
You were on like BT Spot?
Yeah, I was on BT, not like physically interviewing on BT, but I was caught on camera on BT.
That's crazy.
One was walking down to the ground, and the other one I was on my phone in the stands. Mate, that's mental.
The stream's lagging. I don't know whether it's my internet.
I'm not too sure. It's nothing's lagging for me at the moment. Nothing's lagging at the moment anyway. Kai says, got to go now, bro. Gotta go mod for the Legend Hornet. Mate, I'll host them afterwards. I'll host them afterwards.
You know, my internet's not. Like, my stream's lagging.
Just refresh it, bro, if you can.
Yeah, I've done. I've refreshed like 3 or 4 times, but it's still lagging.
Fucking hell. No, it's all good on my end, like, not sure if it's like that for everyone else or not. Mr. Boss 510
Hey, your voice has started to lag a bit now as well, on Discord.
Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no.
I'll run a space, it's mine.
Mr. Boss 510 says, how crazy is it that you've got a viewer from California? Boys.
It's crazy. We've got viewers from everywhere. Like, there's literally viewers from like all over the world. It's crazy. It's crazy that people. I still find it crazy that people just want to sit there and watch me play FIFA in the first place. Like, never mind. Like, people from all over the world. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
IWZ12 says lagging for him. Wow. On my end, it's calm.
Not sure why. Have you got anything open on your computer? Like, anything other than Streamlabs?
Hold on.
That might be a reason why.
Spotify, Twitter can go. That can go. Is that better? Audio's fine, but the webcams are a bit laggy. It's not better. What?
Yeah, they are. They're like jittering.
Like, you've gone proper still on my screen, though.
It's cutting out on the Discord as well. I don't know whether it's...
Mate, what's going on?
Might be...
What's going on? Right, I can see eyes moving, which is a positive. The thing is, though, it's just the video's connected and it's fine on the Discord.
Yeah, like, it's fine on the Discord. It's just...
It feels like it's better now. Sort of. Werner, it's not
me.
me.
Yeah, it's fine now. Yeah, there you go. It's not lagging anymore for me.
Werner said...
it. Yeah, it's not lagging anymore for me.
Yes! Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, no. Yeah, it started again now.
Oh,
I thought it had stopped.
F28 said it's good. No. Werner said it's defo Jebbo the fraud. Mate, I'm not a fraud. I'm not a fucking
It was
fraud.
good. Yeah, it's still lagging for me.
Mr. Boss said it's good now. Everyone's saying it's good now. Perfect now. I mean, I suppose we take that. People are saying it's good.
Mine's lagging all over the place. It's like jittering. It's like going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
I don't fucking know. Are you still good audio-wise, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
I think so.
We'll just move...
You're cutting out like slightly sometimes, but most of the time that's fine.
People are saying never mind. We're just gonna have to deal with it. Mate, I'm so confused. Because the Discord connection says fine. The pod... Mate, oh, my head's blown. Right.
Have you ever done this before?
I've done it with my... it's never done this before. It was fine with Miles, it was fine with Will, it was fine with Boris.
Got no idea then.
Mate,
it might be the like the quality of the webcam or something. Like my webcam quality might not match what your settings are. Might have just thrown it.
I don't know, man, I don't know. Right.
That's the only thing I can think.
We'll move on anyway, fuck it. We'll move on. Right. If you could make any changes to the team, so like Leeds United, coming up to the January transfer window, with like what realistic changes would you make in terms of bringing in and selling players, and what were your reasons for the decisions?
I'd probably bring in a new left back because Alioski's good, but he doesn't suit the way we play. He plays very like frantically, and we're off the ball quite frantic, but when we're on the ball we're quite relaxed.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think he's Premier League quality. He's good for the. He was good in the Championship because he's attacking, but he just, I don't know, he just doesn't work in the Premier League team. And I'd say we also need a centre mid because if Phillips and Klitsch get injured, we've got literally nobody. I'd say we need a new centre mid. We're looking at Malinovsky from Atalanta, the Ukrainian guy. So we definitely need him. We're going to have to bring in a new centre back as well because we've got all three of our main defenders injured. So we are going to have to bring in a new defender as well. But hopefully we do. Most importantly, bring in a left back and a centre mid.
Yeah, definitely. F28 says, just got a corner desk for his room so we can do homework on the other side of his desk. Will you ever do an IRL stream? And is it true you borrowed SHD's Elgato for your first few months of streaming?
That is. Now, the corner desk is decent. Will you ever do an in real life stream? I don't know, you see. I think eventually I would. The thing is, I don't have much data on my phone. So, I don't know how I'd set it up. I'd have to, buy extra data for that month if I ever... I know I said eventually, maybe towards the end of FIFA 21, I might do, where I'm just on an AstroTurf pitch taking shots against my mate who's a goalkeeper. So I could do that. I don't know how much data that I'd use. And it is, my mate, SHD, is another streamer and YouTuber. He let me borrow because I didn't have the money to buy an Elgato. He let me borrow his because he didn't want it. And I used that until I got my new computer, which had the Elgato built into it. So that is true. That were about 4 or 5 months that I used that. So massive respect, man.
Yeah, that's mental. IWZ12, thank you so much for the lurk as well, mate. Going on to the next question. Where can you see yourself in the next 5 years, whether it's streaming, IRL, that type of thing? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Well, hopefully in 5 years, the long-term goal is to get Twitch partner. I hope I do eventually, but I know that it's not going to happen without putting loads of work in.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't know, really. I haven't really thought that far into the future. I think, obviously, the main aim is Twitch partner. I would like to have at least 10,000 subscribers on YouTube by then if I'm still putting the same amount of work in that I am now. So that would be good as well. And yeah, that's it really. I mean, Twitch partner's the main aim really. If I can get to Twitch partner within 5 years, that'd be fantastic, really.
Yeah, definitely, man. Are you good to entertain the stream for 2 seconds, mate?
That's fine. That's perfect.
Right, give me a minute, man. Just need to go to the toilet, mate. That's all.
That's perfect. That's fine. Yeah, lads. On my end, it's still lagging. Hopefully, is the audio all right though, lads? If you guys could let me know. Is the audio all right in the chat? Oh wait, no, it's fine for me now, lads. Lads, if you want to refresh, it's fine for me now. If you lads want to, yeah, I refreshed and it's fine for me. I don't know if it's fine for anybody else, but I refreshed and it's fine for me. Hopefully it's fine for you, lads. So. I'm telling you, Freeze Dembele card is a rip-off. An absolute rip-off. 1.7 million, right, for a card that has 80, I think 80 finishing. It's just a shambles, man. It's an absolute shambles. I don't see why anyone would pay that. Even with the finisher, I mean, his finishing is not going to be amazing. I mean, I know he's got 5-star, 5-star.
I'm back, bro. I'm back. HB7, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream, brother.
It's working now, by the way. It is working now. It's stopped lagging.
Yes. Yes. Fucking
there we go. Yeah,
get in. Fucking get in. Right. If you were to ever get raided by anyone like EA, such as Milkadinho and Needy Karatov, what would your reaction be to it, and what would you do as soon as you got raided by EA?
I think that the first thing I'd do is firstly show people what I do, tell people what I do, that I'm a FIFA streamer and I do League SBCs and bronze pattern. Other people when they've been raided by EA in the past, obviously it's a shocking thing. It is a really shocking thing to happen, but it's just I just feel as though you take the shock in for a minute or so, and then you kind of promote what you do, promote your Twitter, promote your YouTube, whilst you've got a lot of people in there. Because if you just act shocked for 10-15 minutes, and you're just for 10-15 minutes going, oh my god, you're going to be losing viewers by the minute or even by the second.
Yeah.
So if you can promote your socials as soon as they raid you, Well, obviously you'd have to react to it because that'd look a bit dodgy if you just started saying follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. But like promote like all your socials after you've reacted to it.
Mate,
Or just, like, go
imagine
on,
that.
like, that'd be a madness. I don't think that'd ever happen because I don't stream at the time where EA finish their streams. You see, I usually stream during the day.
Yeah.
I can't really stream at night, but yeah, I mean, I think that's what I'd do really. I think I'd just like try and promote other social medias, to try and get as many of those people to come back as possible. Streams.
Definitely, man. F28 says, sorry my phone died, can you answer my last question? He says, Man City have just scored as well, so Man City are now 2-1 up.
I have. 54th minute.
It's pretty mental. So the last question was about SHD's Elgato. About the truth in it.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that is true, Frank. That is true. I used it for around 4 or 5 months because when I first started streaming, I knew that he had one and he didn't use it because he did Bradford City vlogs and stuff like that. So I asked him, I said, am I alright to use it? Because I want to start streaming during lockdown and I can't afford to buy a new one because they were like really expensive. And I was in college, so I didn't have a job at the time. So I didn't really have any money to pay for it. So he said, yeah, he said, go for it. And I linked that up to the computer that I had from my, that I used for college, that my mum and dad had bought me for college. And then, although I was only streaming in like 480p, I was still able to stream with the Elgato. So yeah, I used it for around 4 or 5 months. But then when I got my new PC, thanks to everyone that like supported me during my streams, I got the HD 60 Pro like built into the computer. So it's just a lot better now. It's a lot quicker. There's no delay between the webcam and the mic either. So yeah, I used it for around 4 or 5 months.
HB7 says, thoughts on Freeze Ottawa?
Oh, he's insane. He looks decent. I haven't looked at the requirements of his SBC, but I
Let's
saw
have a
like a picture of his card on Twitter.
It's not
really good.
If I can get on there now, give me a minute. I can try and tell you the requirements.
As a centre attacking midfielder, I've got it up actually. I should just have it up.
It's
as a centre attacking mid.
85 rated squad, 1 League One player, and 80k.
Oh, definitely, that's worth it. 100%. Like he's French as well, so he's got like the strong link to Mbappe. He's got the strong link to Renato Sanchez as well because he plays for Lyon.
Yeah.
Like if you put him in camp, then like what's his agility and balance? Let me have a look. 86 agility, 87 balance. If you stick an engine on that card, that's insane. That is quite cheap as well for what you get. Yeah, that's a really good card. Is that really good card?
Mate, it's mental. I think the way they've put him to a striker as well, it's smart because especially for the people who use the 4-1-2-1-2, you can literally chuck him into centre mid.
I know if you stuck a shadow on him, he's got decent physical.
An Ottawa and a Kante.
I know, yeah, that'd work. Like that rule breaker's Andre as well. He's really good.
Mate, that's mental. Absolutely mental. F20 says, can you see yourself creating your own podcast?
I don't know. It's like it's something that obviously I have thought about. Like there's lots of things that I've thought about. I'd never know how to set one up. I kind of just like, I'm happy at the moment with what I'm doing and like what I'm like producing on YouTube, different social media. So for the minute, no. But again, maybe at the end of FIFA 21. I think at the end of a FIFA, that's kind of when all the ideas come into flow then, because you just don't really. I don't know. You just don't really know what to do, so you start to think of new ideas, but because there's so much things to do on FIFA at the moment and like so many things to upload to YouTube, First Owner Road to Glory, the main account, SBC's objectives, probably not until like if I ever did do one, I'd probably do it at the end of FIFA 20.
Yeah, that's sound, man. He also says he's saving all of his packs for Team of the Year, which is a mental.
Nah, I couldn't do that. I'd just have them sat there and I'd just want to look.
He said, is Volland, Golovin and Gelson Martins a combo you can see yourself using?
The thing is, I don't think I'm going to do the Volland objective because I want to do the Balassi objective and I just don't have the effort to do every objective that's on the game, you see. So, yeah. I don't know whether Golovin were in packs or not. I don't know whether Golovin's tradable, so I don't know whether you'd be able to buy him, but I'd obviously have to do that Volland card. But Gelson Martins, there's a reason why I've got an emote after that man, because he is sensational. When I first got my first on the road to Glory, he was like the first 5-star skiller meta player that I packed. And he just ripped everyone to shreds. In the placement games, he scored like 30 goals in 5 games. I won all my placement games just because of him. Took him at striker, and he was just insane. He still is, like, he's still usable in my opinion. His shooting's not amazing, but like, his agility, balance, his 5-star skills, his pace, a good card.
Golovins,
3-1 as well.
Golovins 28k.
Oh, is it? So he's in pack. So I just have to do Volland then. Yeah, I could. Yeah, definitely. I'd have to get a centre mid though. Maybe Ben Yedder. Maybe put Ben Yedder in centre mid to link him up, and then play Cam in game. On a calling.
Why does Chiellini look like he's bought 79 on his card?
I haven't actually seen Chiellini. I ain't looked at his stats. I know he got leaks last night, but it's just one of the ones I never looked at.
It's 80 pace, 74 dribbling, 65 shooting, 88 defending, 85 physical, and 76 passing. So he'd be good for a centre half, I suppose.
Yeah, I can't imagine his composure and his balance being very good because he wore a centre back. I reckon
his composure is 92.
92.
And his balance is 80.
What's his reactions?
91.
I mean, maybe so then. I mean, we'll have to see. I'll judge him if I play against him in weekend because I'll probably never buy him.
He's 250k at the moment.
That's actually decent. That's a good price actually.
Mate, people
difficult to link though.
People are hyping up this Verratti as well.
Oh, Verratti! I packed him for Horner in the 85, the 83 plus times 25 pack. He's used him. Strong linked him into that Marquinhos foot freezing. Everyone's saying he's just a cheap Neymar. He's so good. Like I've seen people like talk about how agile he is and how quick he is. Like a bit like Insigne really, but like
yeah, definitely.
Really
what's your thoughts on Joe Gomez?
Joe Gomez. Yeah, I don't really like him to be honest. I can't lie.
Fucking shit.
I like him and I don't at the same time. I used him on my main account for ages and he was good. But then all of a sudden, because everyone's upgrading their attacks, his defending just doesn't seem to be good enough anymore.
Yeah, it does.
I feel as though it's getting to the stage that I want to upgrade to an icon. I want to get the Maldinis. I want to get the Cannavaros. Like his defending stats aren't good enough for me. On the first owner, he's fantastic, but on the main account, when I'm defending like against Ronaldo, Mbappe, Neymar every game in Div 1 and in FUT champs, he's just not good enough, man. But I just feel as though Varane's a lot better than him because of his defending stats.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's just mad, isn't it? Like, the whole thing. Like, especially Ultimate Team now, like, you could have Van Dijk, you could have Varane. But, like, against an Mbappe and Neymar, it's just unstoppable. Especially Politano now as well. You know, I'm looking at me bench.
He's not a cheap Ben Yedder. Well, not a cheap Ben Yedder, but like an alternative to Ben Yedder. He reminds me of him in game. He's so good.
You know, I bring Politano off the bench and I brought him off 14 times, scored 10 goals with 4 assists. Like,
he was a cheap SBC. Is he still an SBC? Look, we're going to do him. I think he might have expired at 6 o'clock.
Leon Bailey, 2 games, 2 goals, 1 assist.
That card looks good as well, actually. RB Leipzig strong link to Lima as well.
Yeah. What's the requirements for Lima, though?
Lima is 2 squads, 83 and an 85. That's really expensive. Like, if you've already got Rulebreak and Mukiele as well, it's a bit pointless. I already have Rulebreak and Mukiele. So.
See, I don't.
Mukiele's more of a centre. He's not really a right back because he's quite stocky, but he's not really. Not really a right back. He fits better in centre back or CDM. I bring him on in CDM on my main account.
Yeah, definitely. Alive fucking mate. His card absolutely incredible. Does he for a right back?
Yeah, he does.
Mate, all round you could actually put that card centre mid.
I mean, to be fair, you could put him anywhere. Like apart from the attack, like you could literally put him anywhere across the defence and anywhere across the midfield. In my opinion, like, it looks really good.
How tall is he? 5'11", so you could put centre half. To be honest.
Yeah.
To be fair, I wouldn't put him in midfield though, because his composure and reactions is 82.
Oh, that's quite poor then.
Been done there. His agility's 79 as well.
Ah, yeah, that's not very good. I mean, to be fair, for a midfielder, it's decent though. Like, you can't have like above 90. Like, look at Vieira. His agility and balance is awful, but then he's phenomenal. That's his height though. He just intercepts everything. Does Vieira? He reminds me of like Thomas Partey's a cheap version of Vieira. When I used him at the start of the game, he's in form. He was so good. He was like the main midfielder that I used.
Mate, that's fucking absolutely mental. Mate, Lala as well. I'm looking at him. He's right mid. I don't know though. It's not FIFA 18.
Yeah, he was so overpowered on his first inform as well. Does he have 4-star skills? He don't. I can't use a winger without 4-star skills.
He's got
I just
3-star
can't.
skills, 3-star weak foot. He's got 90 acceleration, 90 sprint speed. He's got 94 shot power, 89 pens, 95 crossing, 83 composure, 86 reactions, 82 agility. But his defending shite.
I know 85 rated squad as well. 85 rated squad with 75 chemistry. That's a rip off. That's
See,
definitely not worth it.
I'm probably gonna do it just for because of content.
Yeah. I don't do that. You see, I'm quite strict on what I do. I never complete SBCs. Like never. I only ever do the base icon packs because I do the roulettes. You see, and like people enjoy watching.
How would you complete it for free?
Yeah, if you complete it for free, then that's fair enough. But
Yeah, but how do you complete it for free?
oh, the base icon pack.
Yeah.
But you have to. It is quite complicated, really. It does take a lot of time. But you have to sit there and you just have to start with a bronze pack. Or start opening loads of bronze packs, checking the price of every single player, and just like seeing if they sell. If they sell for more than 200, then you list them up to make money back from the bronze packs. And then once you've like put all the bronze players, like once you've opened like a set amount, say you opened 30,000 coins worth of bronze packs, you then put all the bronze players into the bronze upgrade. You get the silver packs from that. You open all the silver packs. You put all the silver players into the silver upgrade. And then once you open the silver upgrade packs, which is the 3 common gold player pack, you put those common golds into the 81 to 87. You only need 5 golds for that, and then you can just use 6 bronzes. And then you just put all those golds that you get into the 81 to 87s, open those packs, and eventually, because it's so easy to get so many of those, you can literally just sit there and craft the icon SBC for free. You do have to get lucky out of the 81 to 87. You can't get like the 86 players, the 87 players, but like it is possible definitely. If you had the time, if you had like 2 or 3 days, where you could sit like 6 or 7 hours a day just doing that. I know it sounds like a lot, but people don't really have anything to do at the minute.
Yeah, exactly, especially with coronavirus and stuff. It's
findable aspects of the game at the minute. You have league SBCs last year, but obviously this year they've been killed off. So it's just kind of something to do if you don't want to do gameplay, really.
Yeah, definitely. Jay Baker says, join the stream, seen the Leeds wallpaper, so he goes to throw up in the bog.
Mate, the amount of people that come into my streams and say that they don't like, oh, Leeds United, I'm leaving. It's a joke, man. Probably a bad idea, actually.
Welcome to the stream, brother. Welcome to the stream, Margo. To be fair, mate, I know Jay from Pro Clubs, man. He's a very good attacking player. Very good, how can I put it? Very good striker. I haven't seen him wide mid this FIFA, though, and that's where he wants to play, so fair enough to him. Frank says, I could probably do your podcast on December 31st, but I doubt you'll be available then. There's other people at the moment probably wanting online, so we'll see. To be fair, mate, in terms of my podcast, I'm clear open schedule. I tend to do it on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, though, because that's how I want to go about it. But I think between Christmas, Boxing Day, and New Year, I just want to chill. If that makes sense. It's like Christmas, Boxing Day, New Year. Like, I want to spend that with my family because obviously
that's understandable, man.
Most days of the year anyway, I'm in work, so I'm just constantly working, constantly trying to grind for stuff, and especially, man, if you do !YT in the chat and stuff like that, boys, we are 4 subs away from 50 subs as well on YouTube, man. So if you do want to do !YT in the chat, get a sub, and well, actually 3 subs away from 50 now. So yeah,
I guarantee there's 3 people in this stream not subscribed. Guarantee it.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's get it.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. !YT in the chat. And yeah, man. Come and help us out, brother. Come and help us out. Kai, coming in with the !YT. Thank you so much, man. Can you sing Wonderwall for a channel points option? Is that me or is that Adam?
Hey.
Which one?
I can't sing for a question. Well, I know I sing Christmas songs sometimes as a joke, but there is no chance I would ever do anything like that.
To be fair, mate,
Unless you want your ears played.
Mate, my option's more diss tracks I sent for Will Jeffs. I love
Mate, Will Jeffs is a legend as well. Will Jeffs would be good on this podcast. I've watched him for quite a while now.
He's been on it before, mate, but the problem is the stuff that me and Will talked about would never make YouTube.
I didn't realise, actually. I didn't know that he... I didn't know that he were on it.
Will was one of the first people on, and it was like...
I've seen the YouTube ones, you see, but if it's not on YouTube, then I won't have seen it.
Jay says, question is, has ADW ever done a balloon? fuck's sake.
I haven't.
Fuck's
I don't know.
sake.
I just don't do stuff like that, man. I just don't. I understand why people do it. I just don't. Not my type of thing.
Mate, what?
Eccentrics with the emo.
I know, I've seen that, man. I've seen that.
Is that his emo? It is as well.
Is it his
That's a good
emo?
emo. Great, that.
Mate, that was actually a fucking sick emo. It looks like a fucking Snapchat guy with a clown hat on. Like a clown
I
one.
know. It's good. I didn't know that were his. I thought it was Jake Campbell because he's got one exactly like that. And I rate that.
Mate, to be fair, Zentrix is one of the people who I want on the podcast because I feel like in the stuff that he does, yeah, it'd be fucking very, very, very interesting to get on. Definitely.
Like with commentary as well, it'd be easy to speak. So like doing the commentary and James is a legend, man.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Fucking hell, we're at 49, boys. We're one away. We're one away. We're one away.
Do you know what? I'm going to subscribe on my dashboard account. I've got to. I've got an analytics.
Commentary tomorrow. Oh shit, I forgot about that. I'm playing in the DC tournament tomorrow, boys. The DC tournament, man. And fucking James is commentating. Who wants to see me get first rounded, boys?
There we go. I've dropped a sub.
Yes, bro. With a 51. 51. We're moving.
Hey, let's go, man.
Jay Baker with the 50. Yes, bro. Boys, we have got more content coming out on that as well, coming forward. We've got Pro Clubs of Clarity. More Foot Champs, obviously this podcast as well. This will be onto YouTube, so there's more exciting things to come. Like, definitely, man, definitely. In terms of how you do Pro Clubs then, like, what made you want to do Pro Club streaming?
I don't really know, to be fair. It was mainly just everyone wanted me to do it. It's never something that I've never thought of doing, like, you know, never something that I planned on doing. It's just so many people in my streams towards the end of FIFA 20 because Ultimate Team were dying down and I were on like 4 guys. Yeah. People said, you know what, like, why don't you just start up Pro Clubs every day? Because it's a way to bring the community together. It's just a way to get everyone to have a bit of fun, really. And then I started the Academy series. I kind of came up with that myself, thinking, like, how can I make it? I didn't just want to do Pro because I wanted it to, like, take it to another level and just do something a bit unique. So I created the Academy series, and then I saw how well that were doing, like, good viewers, like, everyone were getting involved, everyone enjoyed it. There were, like, competition as well to try and get into the first team. And I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it. So that's kind of the viewers of my streams were mainly the reason behind me starting it, really.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like, to be fair, Pro Clubs can be very good, but it can be very toxic at the same time. Depends on who you bring in. Like,
got competitive players, then it get really toxic.
See, I know you're a competitive player after the other night. Fucking hell.
Oh, I am.
Mate,
very competitive. I take everything competitively, which I shouldn't really. It's a good thing and a bad thing because
to be fair, it's more good than bad. It's more good than bad.
Not just video games, you see, though, as well. Like even like real life, like with any sport that I've ever done, and like just anything really. I've always just wanted to do like the best that I can.
Bro, it is a good thing. It shows you got a winning mentality. Fucking on.
Yeah, that is true.
Winning mentality, man, and that's how much like it matters, if that makes sense. But like, man, when are you signing for Villarreal, bro? When are you gonna come have a session with us?
Me, you said that.
Yeah, you. When are you gonna come and have a session with us, bro?
I will, man. I will. I don't know where I'll play, but I will.
Bro, we're needing a centre mid, so what I'll do is I've sent you an invite to the Discord. Will's in it as well, to be fair to him.
I have no idea how to join.
You just click join.
Oh, is it on the chat? There we go.
Yeah. And you just click join, and then you're in.
Message failed to load. No, don't do this. There we go. I've joined. Yeah, I've joined. Yeah, I'll definitely play, man. Like, just message me on Twitter, Discord, whatever, and I'll join.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, there we go.
Vernus is him and Adam in attack.
I don't know about that one. I have an absolutely horrendous card on this. I'm gonna have to start playing Pro Clubs more as well to get my guy high rated.
To be fair though, Vernon, mate, after the last session we had, fuck me. Villarreal was on fire, mate. We played the 3-4-2-1. We scored 3 or more goals every game.
That's crazy.
Mate, the attack was on fire. It just free roamed. It just worked, and it was blessed, man. It was blessed. We just need the set.
Like, it's hard, especially in VFL as well. It's hard for everyone to gel together. That's the difference between like the bad teams and like the people who win everything, because just I don't know. Like,
Definitely.
It's like you've got to know what each other are gonna do. Like, you can't just join and just expect to be good. It is difficult. But...
Kai says, do you know when the gaff come around? What did you think when she asked you to join the club?
Oh, I mean, I kind of expected it anyway, to be fair, because the gaff's my five-a-side team that I play for, and it's like a competitive five-a-side team. Like where we're playing a league. And my mate like runs it. My mate runs our team, and I was the first person who signed for it. So it was kind of just like something that I wanted to do. I've always wanted to play for like a competitive five-a-side. It's just something that I've always wanted to do, really. But yeah, I was quite happy, to be fair. I never knew how to set one up myself, so it's good that like one person that I know I'm quite close to as a mate. It's good that they were able to like set one up and give me that opportunity, man. So it was good.
Yeah, definitely, man. Werner said, "Good, am I dropped now? I can put my feet up. No more VFL." Well, to be fair, mate, everyone in like the thing, like everyone in the team's good players. You know what I mean? It's not like you got like one good player and that's it. Like everyone competes for the place. Everyone just does their own thing, man. We are improving. We are a side to improve. I know that, man. Definitely.
When is the class player from last year?
He is, mate. He is. I think the thing that pissed me off most, mate, was when he told me at 5 o'clock, which is 2 hours before the session, "Oh yeah, I'm dropping out, man." Like, cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Like, fucking bless, bro. Bless, mate. Have we got anything else to add on to this? Have we run out of questions?
Have we?
I don't know.
It's been decent, though. It has been decent.
It's been enjoyable, to be fair, man.
It has, definitely, man. I'm glad I did it.
To chat got anything else?
Something I like. Podcasting never something I never really like thought of doing, and it would help if I replied to my messages. But I have actually turned notifications on my phone now, so I will reply to.
To be fair, mate, I did jump on your back and I was like, "Fucking bro."
I had no problem with you doing that. I had no problem with you doing that at all, because, as I said, I only ever saw my messages when I were on my like PC Twitter.
Yeah.
But when I was sat on my phone, because I don't know, I get quite a few messages like people asking like how to trade and stuff like that. So I don't really want those notifications on my phone. I just want to like, if I'm away from my computer, I don't really want those notifications. So
yeah, definitely.
I turned them off, but then I realised that I was missing other people's messages. Like, it wasn't just you; there were loads of people.
Yeah.
That I just want, because I looked at the message, thought of the reply in my head, and then never actually replied, and I never saw the message again then because I never checked them. Yeah, but I've turned them on now. So if you ever do like message me again in future, I will, like, as I have done past couple of days, I will see it pretty much straight away.
Bro, we're gonna have to collab sometime on YouTube as well, mate.
100%, man. If I ever think of a series, I definitely will. Like, I definitely will think of a series eventually. I'll get you on public first person, because I know you'll want to do it. So,
mate, to be fair, I've got a series. I just need a name for it.
Yeah, no, I'll come on, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man, definitely, bro, definitely. Kai says, "What hero Jebbo is?"
He is, man. Jebbo's a legend.
Heath, man, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Welcome.
Man.
Mate, it's mental how active this, mate. This has been probably the most active chat in terms of the podcast I've ever seen.
I'm glad that a lot of people came across, because I was promoting it in my stream as well, like last couple of days. So I am glad that people have come up with me.
Mate, that's the thing as well. Like, do you know what, mate? Big props to you and big props to your community that you've built as well, man. Like, fucking,
that's fine. I appreciate that, man.
Like, I appreciate that. You've got to give it where it's due, man. Like, fucking fair play. You know, you've built something. You're fucking smashing it, man. Just keep smashing it, bro.
You too, man. You too.
Kai says if you had money, you would sub. Mate, don't worry about it. Honestly, don't worry about it. I will try and stream as much as I can, but the main focus at the moment is both YouTube and Twitch. So I'm kind of half and half in what I'm doing at the moment. You know, if
YouTube's a nightmare, I can imagine, because obviously you've got a job as like a full-time job as well. I can't imagine how much effort it is, because I find it difficult to upload to YouTube and stream, and that's my job. So I can't imagine how hard it is to
But
have a full-time job and do that as well.
to be fair to HB7, who is in the chat, well, I'm not sure if he still is in the chat. Go check him out on Twitter. Twitter even, fucking hell. His Twitter is HB7. Go check him out.
HBS, I think he follows me.
Yeah, HB7, man.
Great.
Mate, without him, I'd be lost. He edits my videos, man.
Yeah.
Fucking top guy. Jams as well, Jamzinho. You know, I'll drop his Twitter later on. Go check him out, go follow him, because fucking... I've had a little team behind me, mate, and trust me, it's... Sometimes it can be a more pain in the arse than what people think, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely.
But it's one of them, man. It's not like the best thing, but they've worked with me a lot, and I absolutely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, man. Philip says it's been a great podcast, mate. I absolutely appreciate that, man. I'm trying to improve it all the time as I go along, and
It's really good. Like the way you said, well, it's not. It ran smoothly. We were never waiting, to say something or like.
Yeah.
I've never felt as though I haven't had anything to say. Like you've answered the questions well. The questions have been rebounded off each other. Like it's really good, man. Like I hope like this can do well for you because it's a really good idea.
Yeah, thank you, man.
And eventually, you never know who you could get on this. If it does well, like you might be able to get like massive people on this eventually.
Hopefully, man. I am trying to get footballers on currently. Like I am trying to, as well as get main people on. Like obviously James and Zentrix, ADWFIFA. Obviously, I've had Boris on here before. So it's like as much as trying to get new people on and stuff. I am trying to like expand as well in what I'm doing. But obviously, man, it's something.
There are a few footballers that stream. That I know. I could like maybe that I've rated in the past. Get like 100 viewers. Like maybe if you wanted them on it, I could.
Yeah, 100%.
Try and get them on.
As I say, man, if it's something where I can start in terms of like making like progress as well, especially as well like every podcast that I've done, it's been progress after progress after progress. Like I've improved on what I've done. Do you know what I mean? Like so,
yeah.
It's one of them. Kai says ADW is a hero, nice person. RL, I am so glad I got told to watch. Mate, what? He said his life has changed, I'm guessing. Is that what you're trying to say? Not sure if it's spelling mistakes or not. I'm trying to...
That's a bit far, Kai. That's a bit far. Mate. I don't think life has changed from watching me, but I appreciate it.
To be fair though, like the amount of people like comes into the streams and stuff, and like I think like as content creators we don't realise like how much of an impact we have on people. Like sometimes, regardless whether it's just acknowledging them, be like, "Yo, well, thank you so much for coming into the stream." Like that can lead to them being one of your OG viewers. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I've had a few messages in the past from people, like on Twitter, Instagram, like people saying that like, during lockdown they really like struggled with stuff that were going on in their house. Like they didn't really want to be at home and they didn't really like want to be inside all the time. And then the fact that they had somewhere to come in like my streams where they felt like valued, they had someone to speak to. Like there were so many different like it's crazy really the amount of people that come into my streams like follow, but then they come back to the streams. Yeah, like, it's crazy. Like I never thought I'd be able to do that. Like I see a lot of streamers that have like say 5,000, 6,000 followers, and then they average like 20 viewers. Like there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but like to have like less followers than those people, but still maintain like a really good viewer base.
Yeah, definitely.
It blows my mind because like it's just crazy how many different people come back, and one of the main reasons they do come back is talk to the other members of the community that are there every day as well. And it's kind of like it is like a community. It's like a community centre if you think of it like that, where people go once a week when they're older to like do activities, like eat together. It's kind of like that really. Like people just come together and they don't just come for the streamer and the game that they're playing. They come for the sense of the community and like being valued as well. Really good,
definitely, man, 100%. Guys, I think I'm going to end it here. It's been an absolute pleasure, man, to have you on the podcast in terms of question answering, your viewership as well, man. Like some of the viewers that came onto him, man, absolutely been top notch, and I do give fucking props to that, man, because there has been people that have rated me before where viewers been toxic and stuff, and obviously that does come
very like community is nowhere near toxic at all. Like, it's really good, man.
Mate, your community is top notch, man. Your community is absolute top notch. Kai,
I
thank you
appreciate
so much as well, mate. Thank you so much. Everyone in the chat, thank you for being here, man. We are going to stick with the promise, though, and we are going to raid Horneman. Obviously, one of ADW's boys. I've chucked him a follow, man, so we are going to host him now. And yeah, guys, make sure you do check out ADWFIFA's YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. His not even his links. His usernames are on the front of the screen, as you can see. And obviously, go check myself out as well. My links are not the links. The usernames are on the front of the screen. I'm absolutely mangling this fucking outro, man. Jesus Christ. But nah, boys, go and have a good one, man. Peace out. See you guys later. Enjoy the rest of the night, man.